A few of
Gameface was the worst album he ever released.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so too. At the time, I was.
Oh, I think Gameface is horrible, but I'm gonna tell y'all why Gameface is horrible. Gameface is a terrible. Gameface the only album I don't listen to. Well, I do. I listen to one song, the Rocket song.
Okay, that's
Rock the boat, cause yeah,
it had a few Lose It and Get It Back. One of my favorite songs on there. Real Hustlers, Lose It and Get It Back Easy. I think that.
Oh yeah, that was a hot one. That was a hot one too. You're right. That was a hot one. But they had a lot of junk. They had a lot of junk on that album. But that album was terrible. Like Charles Barkley said, terrible, terrible. Yeah, well, I got inside scoop not really to do with Universal, because if you give a person some terrible music, it's terrible music. But I'm telling you how to what happened with the music. With the music, when Universal had something that Priority didn't have. Universal had, like, when P present the album to them, they needed all of the artists and all of that to sign off on the music. Like they needed everybody to been signed off, like on the features,
individually, and everything, all of that. Yep.
Yeah, and once you signed off, they pay you. They did it different than Priority. Priority. How they had it was you had to sign over this and that, the publishing and this and that, and get the money and everything. So what happened? Everybody, but I guess me, Krazy, I don't have no problem with shit. So everybody had a problem with it. I ain't give a fuck. Big Dog actually decided it was what it was. I'm now, yeah, I'm rolling with my dog. Them dudes, nigga, you ain't had nothing when you came in there. Shut up. Take it. No. Y'all didn't have nothing, man. I'm just saying. Show me something you put out, bro. Any of them dudes, even the ones I love, I tell them too. The ones I love, the ones I got love for right now, like my brothers, I tell them, what did you do before you got the No Limit? What did you do? Show me an album. Let me hear it. I never heard it. You never played it for me when you first got the No Limit. I ain't heard none of your old stuff. Krazy, check this, what we did out 2 years ago. Never heard nothing. You know what I heard? The stuff you did with them No Limit producers. So at the end of the day, what happened was, though, which is they Priority. If you don't want to sign something, you don't have to sign. You don't have to sign everything in front of you. You don't have to be crazy. You don't have to be me. But they didn't sign.
Okay.
So they was really holding out like, hey, we don't want to sign. I don't know, for some reason, for some reason, struggling artists went on a publishing thing. I just didn't understand that. You trying to get home. Like P was gonna put their albums out next and all of this stuff. He had big plans for them. It's like, yeah, everybody showed their hand. We don't want to sign the only one I would think was justified was Slay Sean. And that's another whole story.
Man.
I feel like, I don't give a damn how many times me and Pete talk. I feel like Slay Sean had the best argument. I ain't gonna get into details on that because that's between them. But I feel like Slay Sean, nobody could tell me. Pete could talk to me 1,000 times. I feel like Slay Sean was 100% right in his situation. Now, how he handled things out of anger, no, he wasn't right. Sometimes you got to swallow your pride, sit down, and you got to talk like men. Sometimes it take more than one conversation. Sometimes it take 3 or 4. But what's not going to happen is, we know this right now. You're not going to win no conversation with no boss. You're not going to bully no boss. You ain't going to tell no boss what he going to do.
Facts.
The one who put money in your pockets paying for your flights. How you going to tell him what he going to do? You ain't in no position to tell no boss what he going to do. Because of some words you write on a paper? Nah, bro. You can't give that to the mortgage company. Here you go, man. I wrote you a tablet. That ought to take care of for 6 months.
Like I said, those wrestlers, they can't disrespect Vince McMahon in the WWE ring because it ain't gonna happen.
You're not gonna move no boss, bro.
Yeah.
You're not gonna bully no boss. You're not gonna ever tell no boss what you ain't gonna do. Because guess what? Just like he brought you in there, they got somebody that want that check. They want them. If you don't want the few dollars, they got somebody who will take it. You learn that if you work for a job. Oh, you say I'm the best they ever seen in this motherfucker. And then you and the big man get into it, he walk your ass out. God damn. You sit in the parking lot. Hey, you sit in the parking lot like that was a bad move. hey, you sit in the parking lot like you done put your smoke out fast, didn't you? That shit only work while you employed. Yep. You can talk all the shit you want till the big man put a stop to it.
Yep.
Look, man, I'm gonna go another direction. Nigga get silent.
Yep.
That's what everybody.
I think
and how P do it.
That's why P.
How P do it, man. Your flight leaving. P do it. Your flight leaving in a few hours, my nigga. I'll holler at you.
Okay. No.
Everything quiet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it, bro. Yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying. So that's what happened with Gameface. That's why I was terrible like that, because P was mad at a lot of them rappers. They was taking too long to sign a little paperwork, Universal, so we can move on to the next thing. And P got mad, took everybody off, went in there one night and just came up with all kind of stuff. And that's what the finished product. He ain't really. Those songs wasn't the songs that they was. Them songs was hot ass songs. Them dudes was on there spitting flames.
Okay.
So just think of P going in there like, man, put it on, man, get him off of there, put the beat on, and just come in with what he wanted to come through. It kind of changed the whole. Some of those songs were songs that the artists that came with hot little songs, you know. But at the end of the day, P the type, you know, like I say, he spread himself so thin. Once he decided to, I'm gonna go another direction, it's hard to move him off the spot, you know? Because I'm telling you, I say about a year ago, he called me all excited about the me and him doing another 504 Boy album. Oh man, he was excited about it. He had Hitman do a cover and everything. But all of a sudden it just faded away. You know, it faded away. It kind of faded.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's needed, man. We had you on the Money Mafia stuff, and obviously most of them, you know, limit stuff that's come. But 504 Boys, it's like even just putting that moniker with your name, because I can't think of a 504 Boys lineup without Krazy. And it's like every time the Tank was at a period where P was smart when he knew it was time to execute with a new 504 album. I mean, even with the you know, the Hurricane Katrina one, and
yeah,
you had been kind of missing for a bit from the stuff he had been doing, and then he brought you back on there. And you killed most of the tracks on there, bro. What's that? The Streets Be Calling.
Fonzie, give me your order.
What the Streets Be Calling, you know?
Give me your order, Fonzie. Give me your order. 504 Boys. Give me your order. Out of the three, what's the order?
Well, I think it's the highest. Goodfellas, Ballers. Yeah, then the Hurricane Katrina, man.
Oh, that's the order? 1, 2, 3? That's like, all right.
I mean, I'll put it like that because just from the impact that each one kind of had on me at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the Goodfellas, like I said, that one was really like, even for me out here, like, I'm a No Limit diehard, so I had a lot of people around me. They was kind of like, you know, banging No Limit when it was kind of popular, and then when the steam was going, they were like clowning me for still listening to P, still listening to No Limit. I'm like, yo, fuck that, No Limit's my clique. I rack it like that, you know, like you get the bootleg tags and that shit. So
yeah, because people fly by night fans. See, the real fans gonna ride regardless.
Ride it regardless, and then when that 504 Goodfellas dropped, so like I said, with you on there, that to me brought the Tank, like, you know, really back with, like, you know, notoriety, you know, street respect, all of that. It had a lot of people paying interest. And then the Ballers one, even though, you know, I think it was kind of crowded with a lot of different you know, a lot of different artists on the Ballers one, but it kind of worked for that era, I suppose, you know. But the Katrina one's a little gem. That got some gems on it to me personally. That little gem.
That's why I think that's my order. I like the Goodfellas #1, Katrina #2, and Ballers #3 for me.
Okay.
Like the Ball album, just I don't know, man. To me, the Ball album it's not my favorite album. I don't like Ballers. Like I'm telling you, and I know I'm a 504 boy, but I'm telling you the facts. I didn't like that album. I don't like it, man. Ballers right in front of in my lineup is right in front of the Gameface album.
Oh,
terrible!
Really? You put it that bad?
No, it ain't bad as the Gameface. Gameface could go in any sewer in the United States. But what I was telling you, I never finished to tell you the Gameface album. None of them didn't want to sign. So they was taking too long to sign. So P said to hell with everybody. He went back in the studio and just recorded verses where all those hot ass verses was. P just went in there and did a rush job because everybody pissed him off by not wanting to sign. You know them little contracts that Universal had. Yeah. So nobody want to sign that publishing shit and all that. And P just got mad at everybody because he thought it was petty. You know, everybody signed, get the little money, and we move on to the next project. Yeah. But everybody was stalling, so P went in there one night and took everybody off. I'm telling you, he took everybody ass off, did another verse, or either just made it 2 verses. And when you heard the finished product without all them, the way the songs was supposed to be, them dudes did hot ass hooks. Wow. Them dudes that came up with all kind of shit, and P went in that motherfucker in one night and just was coming up with all kind of shit, and it turned into just what it was, a pot of dog shit. Wow. That album was terrible. That's his worst product. When I heard that shit, I could have shit and threw up at the same time. Gameface, terrible. When I see the cover right now, I just close anything I watch. That motherfucker was the devil. That album was that album right there. Hey, that really, we did a fucking avalanche after that. That album put us on the avalanche. The only thing saved that album was, like I said, that bounce song, that Rocket Baby. It was on the countdown and they had everybody shaking that ass. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, the Rocket song was on Gameface. I'm right. It was on Gameface.
Yeah, it was. I figured that track, Fat Ian or something, it was towards like, it should have, I think it was one of the late, it should have been earlier on the album, but it was on the.
Yeah. But he was kind of skeptical. He was skeptical because he had did that fucking
Ooh Wee.
He tried to do that other bullshit song, that Ooh Wee.
He had Ooh Wee first. Rest in peace.
Ooh Wee, I love it when you. Oh my God, be crazy. The video was the shit.
The video was dope.
Oh, that video. He had old girl from the Players Club on there. That thing was nice.
Lisa Ray. Yep.
Yeah, he had Lisa Ray on there, so you know that thing was off the hook. I was like, P doing it big with Lisa. But the song was, I don't know, P was on that, P had went into a thing where he was determined to make them bounce fucking songs. He was determined to make bounce music great again. He did that with the Ooh Wee, the Rocket, and he got on the Chopper style with Chopper. Think about it.
Chopper?
He was really trying to break that bounce shit, boy. He was betting his whole head on the dice table.
I think even that on the Boyz album, you guys had I think partner PNC was on a few tracks as well. I don't know if I remember right.
Yeah, they was on that They was on the Tight Whips.
Yeah. I think it was on that.
No, I know Papa Root did that, but they was on there too, I think. They sung in there some kind of way.
And I think Kango was on a few of could have been on.
Yeah, he sung in there Tight Whips, I think, some kind of way. Okay. I can't remember. I know he was. Well, we had. I think that was their producers. Full Pack was their producers too. You know.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know Kango. I remember he was on that video right next to me.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in the video. Now you say,
yeah, but I'm trying to think because I know Papa Root did the "We Roll Tight Whips" every day. I don't know if they got in on it. I can't remember.
You ever did
now I'm thinking about it. I don't remember. I just see him like you see him in the video. I can't remember. Partners in Crime shit. They was already hot, man. Give me some heroin, baby. That powder got me going. Come on, man. Partners in Crime is legends. You know, I can't do nothing but them dudes legends where we from. When I was small, that's all we used to listen to them fools, man. W and LV. We was jamming that shit all day in the project. So them dudes already legends. They like Jubilee and shit. You know, they legends. But I'm talking about with this No Limit shit, I can't remember nothing. I don't remember one chord he sung.
Yeah.
I remember the last hit from him when I did I had rap first, got my chopper at Teen Summit, and they was doing that one with Miss T. That thing had the city on lock. Why you acting funny with all your money? That thing was hot. Why you acting bad? Woo! Hey, I knocked wifey off on that thing a few times.
Yeah.